Hello and welcome everyone. Hi John, hi Superminix, hi Garfield, hi Jenny. We're back for another episode of Minecolonies Let's Play with the developers. And it's in the middle of the night. I'm going to get some quick sleep. And then I'm going to check how much more of our citizens died since we went offline. Okay. So, we're going to see how it went. And I hope not too many of them died. So Fortune seems to still be our builder. So that seems to be good. And she is not currently working, seemingly. That's because I act not very well with the names. The other builder seems to be fine there too. So we seem to be fine. It seems Wissy didn't let all of them die this time around. Oh. What about the university, Wizzy? Is it finished? No. Did you cancel the university upgrade? What happened to it? We need that upgrade, Wizzy. You can't stop it. We need it. Without the university upgrade. Without the university upgrade, we can't have more citizens. That is urgent. Wizzy. And now the wrong builder picked it up. It has to be Fortune, the other builder, not Fortune, the other builder. Okay. We want Roger to upgrade because that is the closest hut here. I've been working most of my university projects today, but I did get some work done on a few things. They're mostly 1.16 related. Forge fixed their 1.16 bug. So that's pretty nice. Cut sandstone stairs, okay. So that I believe that I'm probably going to publish a small version for the Patreons today, and maybe in around 2 weeks or so. No, Forge already updated. And then wait for sandstone.
I love the fresh smell of timber.
Don't I have some spruce with me? No, so I'm going to get some spruce and some more sandstone. And Fortune isn't working on anything, so I'm going to have her upgrade. Let me see what we're going to have her upgrade actually. Yes, I guess we're going to have her start. I guess we have her start the warehouse. Yes. Hi, Strotaler. Yes, you should start a new world, because we are not going to be able to port colonies from 1.15 to 1.16 because of the dimension changes. We need to store the new dimensions in the colonies. So those things are going to have changed now, and are going to be different in the future. Hi some add-ons.
Hey, I
Yes.
got a new bow on some Patreons.
Hey,
Wait a sec.
don't Don't do anything stupid.
Doesn't work. Where's Rex? Rex.
Why can't I hit you?
I got. Oh. I'm in creative mode.
I don't believe it. He shoots in creative mode at me. This is the most vicious things you have done so far. From creative mode, he shoots at me. I don't believe it. Spruce? Yeah, it's absolute abuse of power. I completely agree with that.
Forgot that I earlier went on to check some lag in creative.
You should be working. Why aren't you working on the warehouse? Going to the other builder quickly. Yeah, I'm wondering. They haven't right-clicked her, to be honest. Let me see. Okay. Waiting a second for the GUI to update. This is taking a long time, some add-ons there. And I assign Fortune to this. I'm going to bring the builder the other things. But maybe she is sick. There's a chance for that. I didn't right-click her.
Ouch. It hits my
Spruce
finger.
door, sandstone stairs. And you need spruce door to continue working. Oh, okay. There we go. That should be enough
I could
spruce
help you with
doors for
that.
a while.
Wanna know how builders party? We raise the
Sandstone stairs, okay. Let's move sandstone. Didn't I take... I thought I took other sandstone with me. Okay, there's some sand here. Can work with that. More sand. No, let's move sandstone. We use this here too. And then we can use the smooth sandstone here. Now not smooth sandstone. Ah, that was close. There we go. Cut sandstone and torches. Hi chef, how are you? Cut sandstone and torches.
So, how is Builder A doing?
You dropped a Bowie for me?
Yeah, it's my previous one, but I got one from our Patreon, so I don't need it, and I don't think you have one. And it's quite good.
How have I been killed? I haven't been killed.
What can I do for you? Okay, let's get started.
That's
He's
weird.
doing nothing.
He's doing literally nothing.
Nothing. Really lazy builder.
Oh, that's weird. Fortune,
Yes, my lord.
what are you doing? What is our colony ID, by the way?
2. Right after the spawn one.
So what is your...
Do we have a farmer?
That's Aurora. Wait, 2-1. Benedict. Roger. No one. No one. No one. No one. Nicholas. Lily. Roger. Felipe. Sebastian. Mia. That's weird.
Okay, let's get started.
She seems kinda troubled. I'm going to get some more sandstone.
Didn't you find him in the nest?
Nope. But there's MC's edge. I just wanted to do this. 5. Anti-IE structure builder, no task. Desired activity work. And no task, that's weird. I've never seen no task. I'm sure there is some issue in the being logged right now.
It's saying task structure builder.
Interior structure builder.
Yeah, which is...
But that's the general AI.
No, that's the current task. Like the AI task active.
But that's not an AI okay.
It is our worker AI. So
No, but
its
it's
work AI is active and is in state work. No, wait, it has no state?
exactly. It has no state. That's what I meant.
I can help you with that.
That's the weird thing. She has no state.
Very weird.
Okay.
Did you fire her?
I just fired and rehired her.
Okay.
And currently she has nothing. I'm going to recall her to the town hall. And yeah, we're currently also setting up the 116 schematic server relatively soon. I recalled
Help you
her,
with that.
and she's
Yes, my
doing
lord.
nothing here.
Are you hearing the thunder as well?
Yes.
What's going on here?
She's doing nothing. Is there anything in the console?
Do we even have a building task for her?
Yes, we do. Directly assigned to her, even.
Weird.
The warehouse. Maybe we start another one. We need to bring the remaining resources to Roger here. I think was it Roger, wasn't it? Roger.
Men gotta do what
Cut
men
sandstone.
gotta do. Upgrade, you said.
No, you should be fine, right?
Men gotta do what men gotta do.
Yes. But you're working on Guard Tower 2, right? Yes. Roger is also stopped, by the way. I think the citizens are stuck again.
But they are moving.
Ah, but she's moving when you hit her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, now Roger got up as well. I'm going to go to sleep. Yes, you heard me right. On 16 schematic server soon. The
That's
urban
okay.
theme, I'm not entirely sure if it was completely submitted yet.
I'm going to do my best to what men gotta do what men gotta do.
Wait a second. I need to follow this shepherd here. Because I just saw...
What'll we build next?
that shepherd had like an entire stack of bread.
Yeah, I saw that too. when I hired him.
Ouch. Okay, Wizzy upgraded the miner, I see. Let's go further down. And we should be able to carry over the 115 schematics without a problem, yes. No, I think the urban thing was not fully submitted yet to be ready and to be included in the mod. That's the reason for it not to be in yet. Basically. As far as my most recent information goes. I gotta sleep. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Rise and shine.
Yay.
Rise and shine, and another asking fortune to start working finally.
And our other builder as well. Why do I have no food again?
There's food in the chest next to the furnaces.
Oh, nice.
What's the problem? Better PM me. Okay, now it says started building. Yes, the urban pack is not in the schematic server yet. And I'm not entirely 100% sure who built it. Who built it, Chef? Was it you? Where are you going, Fortune?
What? You think I'm not strong enough? Watch me.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And I can give you...
And now she's walking back.
What is she doing there? Yes! I wondered. What is she doing there? Walking here. Of all places. The farthest place from
Right.
where she should be going.
I love living here.
There we go. Some swords here.
Oh no, she actually is building our shepherd upgrade now.
She's working on the shepherd?
Yeah, so the location was fine.
Okay. But I didn't... That wasn't in the list anymore. I thought...
Yeah, I just started it the day ago
Ah, okay.
when she did nothing.
Ah, okay, okay. Then it's fine. Yes. I know that Dolphin guy made it, but he never submitted the full urban style pack to us. Okay, the other builder is finishing there. You can tick down here 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2.
We are running out of sandstone.
Are we out of sandstone? We have a bunch of smooth sandstone. We don't have a lot of normal sandstone anymore, that I know, yes. Ah, that one of them is sandstone. Sand, there we go. Finished guard tower 2. And now you should start at the university upgrade.
Upgrade, you said.
Do we have some wax left?
Let me check. No.
Oh.
Yeah, no. You need new ones. But we have a lot of iron, so...
Yeah, just put that.
So...
Want to know how builders party? We raise the roof.
Cactus fans and sandstone stairs. You already started? Yes. Sandstone stairs. And cactus fence. I do have some cactus stuff around. More or less. It's because relatively soon we're going to have... It depends, like, the urban style is not really a modern style. It's more like a colonist style. The urban style is more like 1600 more or less style. It's not a modern style. But in terms of official styles, etc., we are still working on the schematic server, and as soon as we have the schematic server ready, there's not going to be any restrictions anymore and people can make modern style no problem. It's only to get into the char we have this restriction for the official styles to not have way too many styles. But the moment we have the schematic server online, I don't see any problem with any modern style at all. And seemingly Nightenum came back motivated from his holidays to start working on it. We got a UI designer now making some outlinings, and I hope we're going to have something tangible relatively soon.
And we don't start the war about UI.
Yeah.
I love.
I think that's
the
one
smell of
advantage
timber.
of having that guy do it.
Yeah, because everyone else can't complain that much then.
Because then we can say it was someone
Work,
experienced doing it. Oak sign. I have 4 oak planks. I'm gonna get remaining planks.
So our server so laggy.
I'm going to check by the miner as well. I guess that one should have a bunch of sandstone so far. Do we have a lumberjack at the moment? We don't. We actually don't still. We do need a lumberjack urgently. The miner?
What is it
Ouch.
today then?
Oh, you want sandstone. Sandstone slabs and oak sign as well. And sandstone walls and stuff. That's not very useful, miner. But he got...
You are supposed to get the sandstone. And
He
not
got
one
15
sandstone.
iron ore, 3 diamond ores, redstone, lapis, and a bunch of cobblestone and stuff.
Great. Can you turn it into sandstone?
So I guess that's fairly useful. And welcome A-Stream to our lovely little family here. The deco controller is fixed. It's just that people don't know how to use it. I always say, you need the correct relative path. There's no way we can not have this. We need the correct relative path, else it's not going to work. There we go. Getting some of this oak. True, that would possibly be a way, maybe, to get that path stored. Sandstone. That's what I want to get. Some sandstone for the miner. Sandstone for the miner. The worker that's supposed to bring us sandstone. Isn't that sandstone?
Crazy.
Ah, that's smooth sandstone.
Yeah.
We're going to need that too, but okay. Going to the miner now. It's a level 3 miner. 4! Wizzy upgraded the miner to level 4. That's impressive. I see there's some issues around here. This here is not supposed to be open like this. Nor this here. Yeah, so there we go. I had this nice lava area here in the miner. I had. Focus on had.
Maybe he did upgrade it so it doesn't kill our caves below.
No, the problem actually is that the sand falling from the roof buried the lava. Fail. I did notice this already. I wonder what the problem is, how the sand is not getting cleared out at the end of the step. Because actually it should be cleared out. It's not in the schematic. There's a lot of... Ah! That's not a shovel. Yeah, it goes from the bottom to the top. Ah, yeah. So the sand falls to the layer before and clearing. Good point. Meh. Kinda stinks. Going to have to think about how to solve that. Potentially we have to clear from the top to the bottom then. Is there anything speaking against that?
How's the work going?
Okay.
No.
Sandstone, slabs, stairs, walls, and signs. Sticks, signs. That's sand. Sand. Slabs. Wall.
How my day was? Who's asking?
This and this and this. There. Ah, here we got a normal stack of sandstone. There we go. And stairs. Yeah, we probably do have to clear from the bottom to the pos. From the top to the bottom, I mean. That might be the only way to reliably clear then. I'm just wondering if there is anything speaking against clearing from the top to the bottom, if there's any issue that could cause.
I think the other way around has more issues. with like flowing stuff and such.
Yeah. Because that would be literally a one-line change in the code. That's the easiest you can go in terms of fixes.
Yeah.
To be exact, it's like a 4-letter change.
4-letter change?
No. You understood something wrong here.
Four-letter changes are the best.
Die. Are you taking care of the other builder, by the way?
The other one has all. I'm now looking at the university stuff a bit.
Yeah, I'm getting more sandstone. Normal sandstone. This one I can get at least in our base.
Yeah.
There we go. Taking a little bit of space.
Do we have the updated recipes yet on this version?
I don't think so. This one here is relatively old in terms of these things. On the guard healer issue? Which guard healer issue do you mean? Ah, the guard healer type guard. Shirley has been pretty busy lately, it seems. So far no updates on that. Okay, that is here already pretty low layer, it seems. That's not really worth it. So in there. In there like this. Ah, the guard healer issue. Now I got you. The issue of guards
Running away.
running away. No progress yet. I've been mainly working on porting to 116, and then back hunting is probably going to be more a weekend thing then. Usually like Saturdays I take a list of bugs I find on GitHub and then go over them, try to hunt them down, reproduce them and fix them. That's most likely going to be more a Saturday thing then. But I really do wonder why the guards are so resistant about medical treatment. There should be nothing stopping them from behaving normally. Hi Tiny Tots, how are you?
Yeah, should be same priorities for them.
Yeah, we don't have any other priorities. Like for the eating we have a little bit, but for the illness nothing. The guards are anti-vax. Yeah. They read that vaccines give make you increase the chance for what's the name of it again?
Not sure.
Autism, yes. They read that. Yeah, Kugo, exactly. They read that shots give you increased chance of autism, and they're just terrified about it.
Get that from reading YouTube.
They're watching too much YouTube. Yeah, vaccines cause death by old age. It's funny because vaccines are literally the same thing why you should wear masks during Corona. It's like, okay, the chance of you getting the illness might be low, but you're protecting old and more weaker people from getting it, basically. So it's the same thing as mask wearing, right? And then people like, those illnesses don't exist. We don't need vaccines. Those illnesses don't exist because we're using vaccines. And similar, like, countries are dealing well with corona because they're wearing masks. You can't say like, we don't have to wear masks because corona is doing fine. Yes, corona is doing fine because we're wearing masks, for Lord's sake. Yeah, exactly. Those same people are the ones resisting masks.
Great. I went out to get 3 lava buckets, but my inventory was full, so I right-clicked the lava and it gets thrown out into the lava and dies.
Sandstone stairs and oak sign.
Now I had to get another new bucket and go down again.
To be fair, it's very similar to all these other things, like
Wanna
people
know about
having
Builder's Party?
high
Raise the
cholesterol
roof.
problems and insist on eating heavy meat-based diets, and then
Upgrade.
or other very classic one is as well, people
Gonna put a
who
roof
say,
over that head.
my grandmother lived until 90 and cooked everything with butter and grease, so it must be healthy.
Weekends again.
The classical, only because one person had a decent length life, it must be a good way to have a decent length life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. I love those.
Like the one smoker who got really old and all are like,
Exactly. Smoking can't give you cancer. My grandfather died of natural death after smoking for 60 years. Must be a hoax.
Yes, that's like exactly what you said. And meanwhile we have like, I don't know, I think 8 million deaths a year or so from smoking. Like 10 times higher than corona.
Yeah, chef. To be fair, the US is a very funny of things where you have like, they have like amazing things in terms of animal rights movements and these kinds of things. On the other hand, they have things where you're like, holy crap, how can see someone so stupid? Like, how, it's like one of these classical things. It's like, Germany is the origin of many medicinal treatments and science and homeopathy, right? United States is origin of the worst animal rights
Treatment.
animal
And
treatments,
has the best
and-
animal rights.
and has the biggest
Societies.
animal rights groups and vegan percentages, right? It's like, what? It's like in Brazil, for example, the quantity of vegans and vegetarians is very high. At the same moment, they're the country that produce like half of the meat for the US as well, right? Those are things that are like very funny, contradictory.
Did they sell all the meat expensive? So they all have to eat plants. Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's similar with the, and actually because people were mainly wearing masks in the Black Lives Matter movement, they did do some studies, and there were no elevated numbers after these protests at all in any of these places, because all were under free air, and most people were wearing masks. Of course, for two reasons. For once, so that you're not recognizable, but also, of course, to stop the spread, right? Yeah, yeah, it's one of the classical ones. Testing doesn't work. One day you're healthy and the test says you're healthy, and on the other day suddenly the test says you're not healthy anymore. Even though you tested healthy for so long. How did this happen? Yeah. Hi, Wolf. And the worst part is actually, it's like, I read that. Oh, I totally hate it. I see it a lot. I saw a bunch of people doing that here in Portugal as well, having the masks under their noses. I saw that yesterday, and it gave me so much agony. So much agony when I went to the store yesterday. And it's hot here. We had like 30 something degrees yesterday here. But come on.
Yeah, there's always a special kind of people who dump
There's
into
some kind of
anything.
people who like to see the world burn, right?
I got it. I'll take care.
We know it.
I don't think they even notice that the world burns. They would be like wandering around.
They're like-
"Oh, it's
they're
nice and warm here."
Yeah, exactly. It's so nice and warm.
That's all they are like.
Yeah, there's some people that's like, what the hell? And the worst part, I did read. Yeah, I rather also sweat around my mouth area than actually having the possibility of permanent lung damage. Yeah, it's Celsius. It's not freedom units, Kugo. Not freedom units. It's the normal ones. Yeah, they add more. No, but the reason they add more gasoline to the flames is because the fossil fuel lobby pays you well to do that. Yeah, it's the rest of the world.
How's the work?
And Sandstone's okay. He's doing well. He's progressing. That's good. And there are a few ex-British colonies that use freedom units as well, as far as I know. And generally ex-British colonies. Is in general, if you look at ex-British colonies, it's like sometimes horrendous. Like I watched a documentary these days that like a decent percentage of the countries where being gay is illegal is because of English colonization that put that in their laws. All these countries were like super open, and then English colonization happened. It became illegal, and nowadays some countries there are even death penalties on it because of that. Yes, some things just make you feel bad for being human.
Wonder why they even made it illegal. I
I
mean, they were close to the church, right? And the church has been doing, has had it as tradition for how many years?
yeah, there were some like there's some really neat things. I need some better tools. Yeah, kinda. But I'm really uncomfortable. Like I'm really lazy to search for how to make those tools. So I got that
Well,
hammer from
It's very simple.
some add-ons.
You just take the blueprint,
Imperialist base is like human body. It's like fingers and stuff. Probably were origins for a lot of these things. Yeah, in general, it's just so much more logical and easy to calculate with. It's like when someone says they're 1.1 meter and 12 centimeter tall, then you know like it's 112, and then when they're tall, it's like 12 inch and whatever. Additionally, you're like, I have no idea how much percent that is of the other one. To be fair, if we're honest, they shouldn't be allowed to use percent as well, because that's metric.
Yeah.
You
You
should
don't accept the metric system, you aren't
architect
allowed to use
BMW.
percentage.
Yeah. Either you use, yeah, ounces was the one. It's like some inches and some ounces. Like what the heck? I don't know. You should have to use like per dozens, right? It's not percent. It's per dozens.
Yeah.
I think that would be a way you would get people just to rebel, to stop using the freedom unit. They would. In future, I'm going to ask people always in how much is, when someone says percent and they're from the US, I'm going to ask them how much is that in per dozens.
How's the work going?
About John, you like your freedom, pup? She needs Fortune needs stuff. She needs a shovel. I can give her a shovel. I try to see things positively. Try to see, at least nowadays,
How's
it's
the work
possible to
going?
see how messed up our society is. Usually in the past it was always worse, but it was just because of a matter of missing access to information. Difficult to find out about these things, right?
I could help you with that.
Sandstone stairs, I can give you that.
We got everything except sandstone.
I got a bunch of sandstone, I can take care of that.
1,200.
Possibly.
Nice.
There we go.
What is our other builder doing?
I gave him a bunch of sandstone
I'm going to
stairs.
do my best to work
Smooth
for you.
sandstone slab, I can help you with that too. I do have some smooth sandstone around there.
Oh, our second builder started building the warehouse.
You
Yes.
only need a hammer and some stone.
I just gave her some
Ready is
shovels.
the new house.
Some more sandstone. I don't know, it should be fine for now. Yeah. Freedom using units cause you to waste billions of dollars on a Mars probe. I heard about that one. That was
and it gets stuck somehow, and then, yeah, well, lost.
there was a bug of that I squished recently, Super Minix, with the delivery quantities.
What's it today, Dan?
I fixed that recently.
I can help, I guess.
Oh, I
Right away.
left the minimum stock in here. I didn't.
Right away.
You're requesting all these things. I did. I think I did remove it. There we go. You're in the newest? Weird then. I absolutely love how the restaurant looks like. With a seating tag, that could be one of the nicest restaurants to look at. With the Greedo in one corner.
Oh, we got villagers at our tavern.
At our tavern? Oh, I see it. All killed, I guess.
Yeah.
We got a new banner. It's decoration. What is this? A pillager head. So, let's see how our builder is doing actually.
Gonna put a roof over that head.
Normal sandstone? Yeah, can give you that. He's progressing fairly quickly. He's at 12% already. I have a feeling that maybe at the end of this episode we could have already over... Like he just started and he's at 12%. We could just get at the until the end of the episode almost finished.
Yeah, maybe.
I need
It
iron.
kinda feels like it's level 5 university, not level 2.
Yeah, kinda. I feel so too.
I've been thinking if we maybe want to add some early game library. Like only goes up to level 2 and is smaller.
Yeah, maybe allowed to do level 1 researches via the level 1 town hall or so.
Yeah, something like that.
It could be a nice motivation to have a level 1 town hall. What did I want to get? Iron.
And that makes sense as well, since early game you have like 4 small huts and then you have to build a university with like
What did I do?
thousands of blocks.
Yeah, I did ask. I did ask Luna, and I asked all the artists, make it small. I said, make
Yeah,
it
that
small.
doesn't work.
The university is an early game content. Please make the first 2-3 levels small. Then you can go all out. But the first levels,
Small.
please don't overdo it.
Yeah, and you ended up with the biggest buildings ever.
And we ended with the even bigger buildings.
It's like they are rebelling against you.
Yeah, it's like next time I'm going to say that building, make it as big as you can. Make it as big as you can just to get one chunk buildings out of it then.
Yeah. Okay, that works. Oh yeah, I wanted to give our shepherd some sheep.
Oh, I'm pretty psyched. Pretzel Rocks, which is what I'm using for the music because they're like stream friendly and recording friendly. They are announced some bigger changes, and that includes, most importantly, they're going to come with a lo-fi and jazz channel starting in August. I'm pretty hyped for some good music starting in August. Says the man who built this Space Wars warehouse. I don't find it so big. Do you think it's so big, the Space Wars warehouse? I don't feel that it's so big.
You know the university, so
No, but look at this.
it's all relative.
No, but let's be honest. Let's look at this. This is the average size warehouse for all the styles. It's not over average sized. Yeah. I think footprint-wise, it's pretty fine. Huh. Oh, it's a stone shovel. That's why it's so bad. But yeah, in general... Oh, very nice. Thanks a lot for the sub, Fairwolf. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, Kub is one of our dedicated builders. Definitely serves it. Gives it to the right one. There's at least one more line that is. That. Okay, the builder's returning. I'm going to see what Roger is on.
Want to know how builders party? We raise the
Smooth
roof.
sandstone stairs. I think I don't have much smooth sandstone with me here directly anymore. No, I'm going to get some. That emote is pretty epic, I gotta say, yeah.
Which one?
The emote in chat. Smooth sandstone. Yeah, I got some pride emotes as well, but that one is definitely the best one I've seen so far. Looks pretty neat. Not too colorful. Smooth sandstone stairs. Smooth sandstone stairs. There we go. I'm going to make a bunch more, I guess. Didn't take a lot more with me, did I? Nope. Here we go. Yeah, so that if you gift anything, especially if you gift subs, additionally emotes get shared with all the people in the channel as well. Which is pretty neat. Oh nice, there are two ones left and right. Oh, those are neat. No, that's really neat. Only having one of them is already nice, but both of them together actually looks very neat. That was a very creative idea. The people at Twitch. Not a big Amazon company fan, but I guess Twitch is kinda separated. We're going to see what fortune is going to be getting up relatively soon. That reminds me of the big quote I've heard. There was something like, "There's homosexually in over 200 different species, but only one species has people who are homophobes." I love that one. That was one of my favorite quotes so far. Fortune? No, that's Roger. Where are you mining out right now? Ah, here. Okay. You can see her starting here. I don't remember how it was early level. I remember how it is when it's finished. But I gotta dig a bit deeper than this, that I know for sure. And I need a better shovel, that I know for sure as well. But I know that it gotta be deeper than this for a good piece. There we go. I always remember how my code works though. That one is not true. You can't say a lot about my code, but it's fairly self-documenting, isn't it, some add-ons?
Usually, yes.
Let's take it like this. Which of all the code in Minecolonies, whose code is the most readable?
I'd say mine. With yours, I usually get led to some weird ideas because of the naming. It's like he names something Händler and it's not a Händler. And I'm like, where is the interaction?
Yes,
where is
sir.
it? Where is it hiding? Oh.
You need a pickaxe? Okay, I can help you with that. Okay, I'm not good at giving classes names. That is true. I'm not very creative with this.
Weekends again. Oh.
And if my son is called Bobby Tables, then don't be surprised. The good old Bobby Tables. It's drop table students. I wonder if that is against child rights.
Okay. Why are you Do you know you got a villager hat on?
Yes.
Okay. I nearly shot you.
Oh, speaking of stuff, yes. And we are going to improve that handling a little bit.
Which one?
Such that you can, like with one click, return the normal citizen GUI, and you don't have to go through all interactions. It's actually something I had planned from the beginning, and then I forgot about it. I wanted all the time a quick way to return to the citizen GUI, but I haven't really decided on yet how I want it.
I think that exists even yet.
No. What
I
is-
think if you press escape, then you get to the citizen UI.
No, then it closes the UI completely, I think.
Ah, never mind, that comes with my tavern thing.
Ah, you added that in the tavern?
Yeah, I added the parent UI thing.
Ah, okay.
So when you close it, the parent opens.
Which shovel you're talking about, awesomeness? There's no shovel of yours. Ah, okay. Where is it? Okay, you can come.
He can't stand looking at it.
Look here. I'm going to make a wooden shovel just to see you suffer deeply inside. I wondered about potentially just adding a, how would I call it, skip the chit chat interaction that just closes all the interactions.
Yeah.
I guess that would be a reasonable way to handle
I've
it.
been also thinking about having kinda meta level guy where you can browse between different windows kinda.
I didn't get how.
Well, for example, you would have the top guy be
GUI, you mean?
yeah, top UI would be something with tabs or so, where you got interactions and then the citizen and such.
It's because I like these interactions to be like
Yes, my
that,
lord.
you know.
Yeah, I would have made them like you have a main window inside, which displays the current window, like the top level interaction or so, and then some small buttons gathered around it.
No, but exactly that. I didn't want any buttons around it. Like
Oh.
I like the thing that
How's
is
the work
like
going?
a more realistic interaction without having the extra buttons overloading the UI. It's like being clean, you know. But if we have like just
Yeah.
a button that is skip the chit chat and then it skips all interactions and opens the citizen UI, I think that would be a pretty immersive way to handle that, you know.
Yeah, that works.
I'm going to write that on my list.
Although with escape it already works once the tavern stuff is in.
Yeah, but people usually don't know that directly, right? People find that
I
out
can help you with
randomly.
that. You only need a hammer
People
and
should
something
know that escape
ready
is
as
to
the new
escape
house.
windows.
Men gotta
Yeah,
do
but they
what
think
men
it would
gotta do.
escape
why
the
it is
entire
named
UI.
escape.
Like they think it escapes completely, right?
Upgrade, you said.
Maybe.
Wanna know how builders party? We raise the roof.
But it's surprising how many people do not know that escape is for escaping windows. And named because of it.
Where Poro went, unfortunately, unlike all of us, Poro got alive. Yeah, he
Waiting in life.
he's doing some education stuff to get a small degree, as far as I know, to get the trainee position. I don't fully remember what it was, but something good. Getting a yeah, so he has not a especially wealthy family, so things are a little bit more difficult for people who are not born with a golden spoon in their mouth, usually in Western society especially. Why did I get more here? But Yes, as far as I know, he's doing fairly fine. I ride with him fairly regularly. Yeah, rusty spoon is usually not a good one to start with. And there are different spoons. Like you can grow up with a decent size, a decent spoon, but like my parents are fairly working class, and thus our money was never a real big problem, especially in Germany, where education and healthcare is pretty much free. However, since they're pretty conservative, I got a lot of weird conservative values as well when I was a kid, which I then got rid of only when traveling and living in different countries, and then noticed how fucked up capitalism is. Sorry for the F word. But my parents are the classical ones. They're like, when you talk about climate change, talk about, but the poor car companies, what are they all do all with their employees that working at the car companies? What are they to work them at? Okay, Kugo, have a good one. Hi, Pokey. Yes, I think that is absolutely crucial. When I have kids one day, that's definitely one thing I'm going to encourage them doing. Because living in different countries, especially in countries that are less fortunate than your own, like I went to live several years in Brazil and saw also why things are messed up how they are in Brazil, for example.
Do it again.
It's how was it? Alexa, order Minecolonies merch.
Men gotta do what men gotta do. Building is so rewarding.
I heard a few things. Yes, yeah, those one of the things. When I was like, I grew up with these things. Like people who have nothing, it's because they're lazy, and yeah, it's because it's much more difficult to be motivated to do anything. Because the less you have, the more difficult it gets to get anything. I'm like, especially as an open source developer, I'm huge in favor of the universal minimum wages, because it would finance so much open source development and people doing generally good things, work for the society basically for free. It would be great, because a lot of mod developers, like, those are free games as well. You can't say that they don't turn the economy. Those are free games. Those are things that people can enjoy for free, and if it's funded by the universal minimum wage, those are great things to have through these things, right? It would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, being totally fair, there's a chance that with a universal income, I would probably just kind of, like, after my PhD, continue as I'm doing. Like, why? Like, I don't need a lot of money to live, and I would probably, like, okay, I'm going to live from the universal income, get a little bit of extra bonus from Minecolonies, and do research about what I want, how I want, and maybe do once, twice a week, giving some classes when I want at a university, without having to do 60-hour-a-week grinds or something like that.
Yeah, and having to publish papers.
Like
Like
having the
schedule, even if there isn't anything or so.
yeah, having the pressure to schedule papers, or just like one of the things that's like a huge problem in science is that reproductory studies are not. Yeah, no one likes reproductory studies, and no one likes, and no one tries to make studies trying to unprove things, because if you don't unprove it, you can't publish it. But it's so important to have those studies. And anyway, when I one day work as a professor, I would definitely spend a bunch of time on getting bachelor students to get their bachelor thesis on reproductory studies. I think, especially for bachelor thesis, I think that would be a great intro to science on one hand, and something relatively important for society and science itself.
Yeah. I think that's a nice idea.
Peer review works relatively well, I have to say. Usually the crap that gets published in non-peer reviewed studies or in relatively low quality peer reviewed studies. But in general, the problem is more the mentality universities have to have like as many publications as possible instead of a bigger focus on higher quality publications. And the second thing is probably the lack of reproductory studies. I think the general discussion about I think capitalism has way too strong emphasis on people being productive, because we don't need all of this productivity. Like, our productivity decreased, I don't know by what, an enormous factor in the last 80 years, and we have to work more, right?
Yeah.
It's like we have so many machines and robots. We should be able to have 20-hour working weeks without affecting the economy at all.
How's the work going?
The reason it affects the economy is because there are some rich fucks at the top that don't give a shit for anyone else.
You only need a hammer.
That's the only
and some
reason it
stones, and
affects the
ready
economy.
is the new house.
Gravel you need. Do I have gravel on me? I'm not big into string theory. I think it is very on the theory side, and there's not a lot of science backing up string theory so far. So it's neat little theory, but so far it's what it is. It's a theory, while most quantum theory has serious things backing it up already, right? There's serious amounts of experiments to detect quantum fields, quantum fluctuations, quantum states, and these kinds of things. Yes, exactly.
Wait, awesomeness is here for your shovel.
Oh, nice. He can drop it, I guess. Yeah, come we walk a little bit outside of the colony. Yeah, let's walk there. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. And that there's a lot of goalpost shifting in string theory. Yes, and in terms of world hell, that's also one of these problems, right? A lot of people have these ideas that about what is it? How is it called? Like, thanks a lot. a lot of people have these ideas about people deserving certain things, like this merit idea in general. But the same people who are like talking about merit are like Ivanka Trump, that are born with a platinum spoon in their ass, right? And never had to work an hour in their lives. But that has nothing to do with the merit at all, right? I think it was like 70% of all wealth in the world comes from inheritance, right? Gravel, yes. Thanks. I knew there was something with gravel. Focus, focus.
Focus.
I think here's no gravel. That's the other one, I guess.
Gravel is in our stone and dirt and such.
Oh wow. Thanks a lot, Pharaoh Wolf. Appreciate it a lot. Question is, which one is that? Is this gravel? This is gravel, isn't it? That's diorite.
Gravel isn't exactly new.
Yeah, but all of them look so similar. That's a problem. Thanks, I found it.
Okay, let's get started.
Gravel, there you go. Let me check for the other one too. So
I love the fresh smell of timber.
I think, and that's also a reason, for example, why I absolutely love and support Ecosia. It's because Ecosia, the owners of Ecosia, basically gave up all their shares of the company, and the company belongs 100% to in an NGO that's registered in Switzerland. So that way, 100% of the profit guaranteed goes to a good cause. I think that is a great model in generally. So the creators of Ecosia, the search engine, they really have that thing of their mission to get trees planted, and really want to make that as transparent as it's possible. We have everything in it now. Oh, that's neat. And we're 31% already. That's progressing very neatly. Yeah, I don't even want to know for the higher levels of the university. I pronounce it Ecosia, but I think they say Ecosia. The German graders, I think they say Ecosia. Yeah, that's more like butter when you throw it. But yeah, I encourage everyone to use Ecosia or Ecosia, because I never use Google anymore, and I can just use it the same. Like I search a lot of stuff online, and I find the same things with Ecosia as I find with Google. So I strongly encourage everyone to use it. And they just finished, like I said, they just got to 100 million trees. That's impressive. We got some coal. There we go. There.
We need more sandstone.
We need more sandstone. Why? Where?
For our warehouse builder.
Okay, I have a bunch of sandstone with me, so I can fill that up there.
Then he got all as well.
Yes. Everyone wanting to help us. If you don't have the money to become a Patreon or subscriber, or you are a subscriber on Patreon and want to do more, sharing our channel, telling other people about Minecolonies, all these kinds of things also help our project a lot. So there are many things you can do without paying a dime to help out and further grow our mod and channel. Giving here some sandstone slabs it is, isn't it? Yes. So the bigger the channel grows, the easier and better it gets for us to spend more time developing Minecolonies. And that, in the end, I think helps everyone in the end. I think that's where all our goals align. I'm going to be honest. The biggest reason for me to continuously developing Minecolonies is definitely the amazing and responsive community we have for all these years. But many people that are still for years following us, being Patreon, supporting us, helping out. Like Sean, for example. I have no idea how you've been like an immense time Patreon, John, for example, and he's also been like building schematics, doing the things he can do, following us on Twitch and helping us out. So that is what makes this project worthwhile, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
There we go. It's one of these mods that all people that play it really love it, and people that don't, the only people who don't like it are the people who don't play it. We here and there's some haters on other Discord servers, but people who join our Discord are usually all full of praise, so that definitely helps to keep motivated.
Yeah.
Yes, the stonemason doesn't use all the furnaces, that's true. And if you watched our short stream on the different worker effects we're going to work on in the next weeks, that's one of the things we've added there. Like the stonemason actually cutting a request into the amount of furnaces it has batches to faster smelt of things. That was the thing we're going to add in the future to that. I'm going to drop off some of the sandstone here. So, in case Wizzy needs them. Sandstone. Put all my sandstone here in the third chest outside next to the furnaces. If there are families yet in our dev colony, good question. Let me check that out. Quick one.
Likely. So we have had so many die, so very likely.
So we have a bunch of ash greens, wall greens, a bunch of ash bees, and Williams. So we got 3 families basically in our colony.
Hey.
But it's relatively expected, to be honest. You have like, you start out with 4 families.
Yeah.
So we lost 1 along the way. That's not so bad actually. It could be worse. Ouch. To be honest, at the moment, my main focus is on A, code review, and B, 116.
What?
Because
Oh, can you report my stuff too? Are you on it?
yeah, no.
Damn it.
There are a bunch of open pull requests to improve the crafters, some immersive updates for the tavern, and some other smaller updates as well. There's also, like I posted on Twitter, going to be an upgrade for the field for the scarecrow, that you can now define in each direction how big you want it to be. So I think there's going some interesting things coming up. In terms of what I'm going to work on next, that is going to be the second phase of the skill system, like we had in the stream these days ago, to balance the worker benefits and building benefits of each worker better, including university, school, basically all the workers.
Yeah.
To balance that a little bit better based on their individual skills instead of only some combined multiplier of both their skills, like it is currently. Like, for example, there's going to be one skill that's going to be of the guard that's going to be for its offensive abilities, and one skill for its defensive. Yes, I did give the kid the medicine. Should be fine now. No? You got sick again? How's that possible? I gave the kid the medicine. But it doesn't have any.
Didn't help.
It doesn't have food either. So.
Poor
oops.
kid. Sick
Poor
and no food.
There we go. I'm going to take this moment to say everyone a good night. Thanks everyone a lot for joining today with our stream. Tomorrow is also my training day off, so there's a chance I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. Maybe a little bit a short one a little bit later. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you want to support our project, follow, subscribe, or become a Patreon. Thanks everyone for joining in. It also helps a lot to just share the stream, share the word about our amazing mod. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. And I hope Wizzy is going to be a good boy like yesterday and doesn't let our citizens die again. Good night, everyone.